Welcome to my clone solution. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about Mixmax and why we use it and what's the best thing about it. So let's go ahead and start talking about what Mixmax is. So Mixmax is an extension for Chrome that's used inside Gmail to make it as robust as Outlook. You can get Mixmax for free at mixmax.com, and if you go to mixmax.com, there's a nice big button that says download for free. We all love free. Now, when you're setting that up, please, as you're going through the steps and you're signing up in the whole 9 yards, there's going to be a section in there that's going to ask you to send an email to 7 contacts. That is going to get you unlimited tracking for your email. So please do that. Even if you put your own email addresses in there, all you need to do is literally have 7 emails and press that button. So let's get started. Now, as you can see, once Mixmax is installed, you're going to see 2 things happen in your Gmail. You're going to see this Mixmax Loves Brooke over here in the top right-hand side, and you're also going to see this folder show up on your left-hand side. These are all of your settings for Mixmax. Now, what does Mixmax do? If you type or click on the compose window, and once you set yourself up for this, you will go have a tutorial, so you'll be able to see this all again. But this is what these are the features that Mixmax has for you. So in your to line, this looks just like a normal compose in Gmail. You also have the option to add a CC and a BCC here. CC means carbon copy. That means that person's going to get a copy of the email, but they're going to see who it was sent to, as well as the other person who was sent to will be able to see who's copied on it. Blind carbon copy is what BCC is, and if you are sending an email out to a list of people, please always use the BCC option. Gmail did not have this option before. Now with Mixmax, they do. You will also see in the From section, if you have multiple email addresses inside your Gmail, you can pick and choose here which one it comes from. So all you have to do is pick and choose, and it'll change. Your subject line is exactly the same. And then your body of your email is there for you to type in as well. Now, based on the email address that you sent or that you're sending from, your signature will load. And I'll show you that in just a moment. The first really cool thing about Mixmax is templates. So if you've ever typed out the same email over and over and over again, maybe it's your invoice, maybe it's your proposal, or just something like, as you see, Christmas in July sponsorship information. You can literally type an email in here and then save it as a template. Now, all you have to do is click on it, and that entire template is there for you. It's pretty awesome. Feel free to use the templates for whatever you need to use them for. Now here, all I have to do is add an attachment and we're good to go. That being said, let's go down to the bottom buttons here. So you can add emojis, you can add links just like you can in regular Gmail. This is a poll, we'll get to that later. Calendar invites are here as well, and we're going to get to that when we get into the Enhance button. Also, if you want to add an attachment, you can add them from your Google Drive, your Dropbox, Box, or your computer, and it will actually create a link where somebody can download it. So if you're sending an email with an attachment to somebody with a Gmail email address, you no longer have to worry if it's too large for their email box. They now will get a link, and that link will be downloaded. That's something that Mixmax has that Outlook doesn't. Also, with the A underline here, that gives you all of your character information so that you can do quotations and indents and bullet points and, you know, all the fun stuff that you do in an email. All right, now to Enhance. So in your Enhance section, there's a couple of different things. We'll go up here and get rid of this so I can show you them. So, share availability. If you've ever written an email that said, you know, what days and times next week are you available? And then you go back and forth and you're trying to find a day that works for both of you. This is how Mixmax solves this issue. So if you click on Enhance and you do share availability, it actually pops up your Google Calendar for you. And you can go to the week and you can start picking times right from your Google Calendar. So for instance, if I said, oh, I have 2 o'clock available there, and now let's say I have a 6 o'clock available here, and I have a 4 or a 3:45, let's do 4 to 5 here. Now I want to choose a morning just in case. So let's choose a 10 a.m. Awesome. Now I have a couple of different things. Now, what I do in here, it will be like Brooke and Nate meeting. And we're going to meet at Starbucks. And we're going to talk about virtual assistants. Awesome. So now we've got that. We've got our time zone. We're going to insert that availability. And this is what it looks like in Mixmax. You have the entire thing here. And all they have to do is click a time. And it will automatically send you an email and them an email saying, this is the time we have scheduled, and automatically, if you're both using Google, be able to put that on your calendars. How awesome, right? Now, say you messed up, you want to get rid of that, or you want to edit it. That's what you can do here. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this one so I can show you the next feature. The next feature is actually calendar invite. So if you click calendar invite, this is going to do the exact same thing, with the exception of we already had a conversation, and so we know that we are going to meet Friday at 2 o'clock or Thursday at 2 o'clock. So I go and I pick the one time and I fill in the information, Brooke and Nate. The location is Starbucks and virtual assistants. Awesome. Then I'm going to insert that invitation. Now, and I had it in the wrong place, but now you can see what it looks like. So now all they have to do when you send the email is confirm that they're going to be there, yes. It'll send you both an email and it will put it on your Google Calendar. Awesome, right? All right, so now let's go back up to the top here. Mixmax is adding new things every week. So some of this stuff I'm not going to go over right now just for the sake of time, but feel free to play with it. And Mixmax.com has a whole bunch of videos. You can ask them anything. Their support is fantastic. They do support by email, but they usually, whenever I have a question or I have an issue, they get back to me right away, like within a couple hours right away. So it is awesome. If you are a coach or you are somebody that's doing surveys or polls via email, this makes it so it's pretty and concise and it looks great, and people can actually vote right then and there inside the email, and it sends you that information. Media. So when you can put a whole bunch of different media inside your email. So if you wanted to do a PDF slideshow, you can put that in here, and that's how it comes up. I don't have anything prepared for this specific tutorial, but you can do that. Call to action. So if you wanted to have somebody go like you on Facebook, you can put that directly in your signature line. So find me on Facebook. Check that out. You put your Facebook profile in there, and then this gets added to your email. Same thing with Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, GitHub, Pinterest, Dribble Shots, Skype Me. So if you do a lot of Skype emails or you do a lot of Skype meetings, you can put this Skype Me button directly in your signature line, so that all the person has to do is click on that and they go right to you on Skype. That is awesome. You can also do a custom button. So if whatever you want the text to be, wherever you want it to go, and then you can change the colors of the text and make it your own custom button with your brand colors. As you can see, that's a button. Now, there's a lot of different things. If you have your own code you want to put in, you can do that as well. Now, for the communication, these are some really cool tools. SMS Me. So if you've ever written an email that said, for instance, hey everybody, I'm going to be at Olive Garden at noon. For anybody who wants to join me, I'm buying. That's awesome. Cool, right? I have actually clients that do that. So if you wanted to do that, you could literally click SMS Me, and you could say, are you joining us at Olive Garden at noon? And then I put my phone number in here. Now, once I insert this question gets filled out to all of and sent to all of the people who are in my email. And if they type yes and press send, it will send me a text message with their answer and who it is. So if I sent this out to 10 people and I got 5 yeses and 5 nos, I would get 10 SMS messages and I would know exactly who was going to show up at noon. That's all direct to my phone. No extra charges for that. Now, if you go, we're going to go back to enhance, and we have password protected. That's self-explanatory. If you put a password on an email, the only person that can get into it is the person with the password. So just know that that happens. Now, self-destructing is our next option. If in that same email that I send out, I can put a self-destructing on it. So at 12:30, if somebody hasn't read and responded to that email, it will automatically disappear from their inbox like they never got it. Because now it's not relevant. So what's the point of having it relevant? Because now somebody's just going to come back and be like, well, will you buy me lunch tomorrow? No, I'm not going to buy you lunch tomorrow. You didn't see my message. You didn't come to Olive Garden. That was a one-time thing. Now I know I'm harsh. So, but that is an option that you have here under communication. Now, link previews, and you can preview a link from anywhere. So put yourself a YouTube link in here, a Vimeo link, anything you want can go directly into the body of your email. Now, you can also, and to show you that, that's what I have down here. So when I go to type in my website address, www.myclonesolution.com, and maybe it won't do it because I already have it in here. Let's try a different one. All right, it's not going to play with me. All right, so for some reason it's not going to play with me today, but that's okay. What you see here is me doing that exact thing. So once I've typed in the web address of something, it will come up and it will populate just like this, showing the information that is in the header of that page. So you see my logo, my tagline, and my meta tags that I have, or my description of my page. The same thing here with the Think Do Masterminds. All I do is type in that email address and it pops up. For some reason my settings are off, but hey, that's okay, we'll make it happen. Maybe it's because I'm sending it to myself. Well, I'll figure that out in just a minute, I guess. All right, so that being said, those are all of the different things that you can do just inside a Compose window. Now, to give you the other things, so if you are the type of person that likes to work at 4 o'clock in the morning or midnight and you don't want people to know you're working at midnight or 4 o'clock in the morning, the Send Later button is for you. So you can choose when to send an email and you can compose it at any time. So if you're composing at 5 o'clock in the morning and you don't want people to know that you are actually working until 8, that's a 3 5, 6, 7, 8, 3-hour difference. So you can go and you can say 3 hours. And it will send in 3 hours. You can say in 2 days, in a week, tomorrow evening, or you can specify a time in at any time. So if you are a person that schedules out your emails, you can make all of that happen. Now, the remind button. So if you send an email and you want to make sure that you follow up on that email, you can do that. So remind me if there's no reply in 2 days. Or remind me if it's not read in 2 days, or regardless, right? So now you can follow up on your emails, and Mixmax helps you do that without you having to remember, which is awesome. The tracking is always on. Once you've done that unlimited tracking when you in the initial setup, you can literally track the opens, and it will tell you how many times something's been open. So for instance, this email that you see right here, it's been opened 3 times and it's on my calendar. See that? Awesome, right? All right, so that's the compose window that you're gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Now, what you are going to see over here is this snooze button. So how many of you have gotten an email that you said, you know what, I don't have to deal with that until Friday? Yeah, all of us. So if you hover over the snooze button, which is this little clock, a calendar will come up. And we can literally go in here, click on Friday, and set snooze. What this does is it removes it from your inbox, and it puts it into the Mixmax snooze templates. Now, what'll happen is it will come back on Friday at the time you specified. Then you can go back and you can see it at that time. If you ever need to see it in between those times, you can always come over to the Mixmax Settings and Scheduling, and it's all right here for you. Now, I'm going to show you the settings. This is going to open up in a new tab, and this is where you're going to go to make it Mixmax branded for you. So you'll have your account here, always track the opens. The cloud hosted attachments I was telling you about is right here. Then you can pick the color. So this color basically just changes the colors of the buttons. I like purple, it goes well with my stuff. You can change your standard font and your standard size. Then if you want to do a reminder for every email you send out, you can do that here. Enable undo send. So have you ever sent something and said, oh crap, I forgot to put the attachment on there? If you have this enable undo send on here, you can go up to 30 seconds and that it will delay that email sending for 30 seconds. So just in case you have one of those uh-oh moments, you can click it and it literally pops up with a little message right here that says this message is sending undo, and it waits for you. So that is an awesome option that you never had with Outlook. Readability, I always keep the readability on. This is for mobile devices. Link previews, this is what was supposed to be on showing you earlier. So it converts all links to visual previews when you type them on a new line. PDF previews. I don't like the PDF previews just because they make your emails very large. So I have that unchecked. But if I do type in an emoji, it will automatically convert that for me. So that's pretty awesome. Over here, this is where you set your signatures. So as you can see, I have 5 inboxes here, and all of my signatures are different for all of them, depending on which email address I send out from. This is if you're somebody that's creating polls, this is where you can do that at. Contact lists, you can actually have a list of contacts. So for everyone who has come through one of my gates for the Think Do Mastermind, that list is right here. So I can literally send one email and put all of these participants in one click. This is just like the Outlook distribution list that you're used to. Right here, you can edit, change, add to your templates. So as you can see, all of my templates are right here. And then you can also share templates with other people. So if I wanted to go and share, I can do that here. You can also, in all of your templates, you can put enhance in here as well. Mail merges. If you like to send small mass emails, so Gmail only allows you to do 300 at a time. You can literally upload 300 rows of contacts and compose your entire message right here, and it will allow you to send out all those 300 at the same time. And they do go against your daily sending limit. So if you want to see more information about mail merge, you can do that on the Mixmax website. All of your scheduled emails, so if you're scheduling emails out months in advance, they're all going to be here. And then your live feed will actually show you when emails were open. It is going to show you all of your tracked emails. As you can see, I've got a bunch. So if you look here, these are all of my emails all together, and I can scroll and see which emails have been opened or unopened, clicked into, and I can also see when. So if I hover over, this email was opened at 5:25 p.m. on December 18th. And then I can actually view this email inside Gmail if I like by hovering over it. If I want to see all of the unopened emails, this is where I would go to do that. Very cool, right? Same thing with opened, same thing with clicked. Excellent. Well, that's all I have for you today on Mixmax. I hope you enjoy using Mixmax with your Gmail and your Chrome. And I look forward to seeing you back for more tips, tutorials, and have a successfully productive day.